Welcome students of class 12th commerce in our accountancy syllabus for class 12th. Today my topic is to discuss the meaning of a company and the characteristics of a company, which is in chapter share capital. Lord Justice Lindley defines a company as an association of persons who contribute money or money's worth to a common stock and employ it for some common purpose. According to Section 220 of the Companies Act 2013, company means a company incorporated under the Act of 2013 or under any previous company law. Formation of a company. There are four stages in the formation of a company. Number first is promotion. Number second is incorporation or registration. Number third is subscription of capital. And number fourth is commencement of business. Let us discuss one by one. Number first, promotion. Creative idea regarding various aspects must precede the formation of a company. In practical terms, it means that persons keen to pool in their resources for starting a company should be very clear about these. Number first, purpose of the company, objectives, quality and quantity of resources required, action plan to achieve their goals. In a nutshell, we can say that these creative ideas are the basic pillars for the success of any company in achieving its common goals. People initiating the idea of making the company are called promoters of the company. After complying with all the legal formalities, the registrar of companies give gives a certificate to that effect. The date on which name of the company is entered in a registrar of companies become the date of incorporation of the company. This date is similar to the date of birth of any person. Any agreement entered before this date are called pre-incorporation contract, and all expenses incurred before registration are called preliminary expenses. Thus, preliminary expenses are those expenses which have been incurred before incorporation of the company and must be shown in the balance sheet on the asset side and to be written off from time to time. Few examples of preliminary expenses are expenses incurred on the preparation and printing of various documents needed for the registration of the company, stamp duty and registration fees on these documents, duty payable on authorized capital, expenses incurred on the preparation, printing and issue of prospectus, underwriting commission, cost of preliminary books and the common seal, fee charged by the accountant on valuing the assets and liabilities of that business. Joint stock company is the most popular form of registration for undertaking business on large scale. In this type of organization, a large amount of financial resources can be gathered along with skilled and efficient management. There is also diffusion of risk among shareholders. A large number of companies have their share listed on the stock exchange where they are traded with. A company can issue its shares to the buyers at par, premium, or at a discount. Shares offered by a company are of various categories, each carrying special features with them. Payment for shares are made in installments, and a company has a right to forfeit the share of a shareholder who defaults in the payment of any installment. Also, these forfeited shares can be reissued by the company to any other person. Apart from raising capital by way of issue of shares, A company may also raise loan capital to meet the working capital requirements. Short-term loans can be taken by way of promissory notes, bills of exchange, etc. But to fulfill the requirements of capital expenditures, long-term loans can be obtained from financial institutions, public depositors, or by way of issuing debentures. Dear students, let us now discuss the different characteristics of a company. Characteristics of a company are separate legal entity, perpetual succession, common seal, limited liability, and transferability of shares. Separate legal entity. In spite of being a voluntary association of persons, a company has separate legal entity distinct from that of its members who have formed it. It is an artificial person created by law and can enter into contracts like other persons. Because of these distinct features, its members can't be adjudged insolvent for the act of the company. The principle of independent corporate personality of a company was established after the historic judgment of the House of Lords in the leading case of Solomon versus Solomon and Company Limited, 1897 AC 22. Perpetual succession. Company is an artificial person and created by law. So, the change in profit of its members does not affect the existence of company. However, it is bound up by law. Common seal. Every important document prepared in the name of a company must bear its common seal, which acts as its official signature. Being an artificial person, only this signing process is carried out by its agents called directors. Limited liability. This feature guarantees that even in case company is making heavy losses, its shareholders will not become insolvent, since their liability is limited to the extent of unpaid value of shares. Even in case of a company limited by guarantee, its members are liable only to the extent of amount guaranteed by them. Transferability of shares. Unlike a partnership firm, members of a joint stock company are at liberty to dispose of their shares as per their own whims, subject to the law of the land. Section 77 privileges a limited company to buy back its own shares under certain circumstances. These were the different characteristics of a company. After the capital subscription stage is over, and after complying other formalities as per Companies Act 1956 as amended from time to time, the registrar of companies issue the certificate for commencement of business. However, a private company obtains the necessary funds, we called capital, from its promoters, relatives, and friends by private placement or arrangements. In such a case, public at large need not be invited for subscribing share capital. Moreover, it is worth mentioning here that a public can also raise the necessary funds through private placement. In such a case, general public need not be invited to subscribe for share capital. Dear students, this all was about company and its formation and different characteristics of a company. I hope you might have understood it well. And tomorrow I will be with the next topic. Till then, Allah Hafiz.